Boom. Okay. Hello everybody. So, this game is Luigi's Mansion. Today I'm running for you guys the any percent NCSCJ Hidden Mansion, and what the hell that means is, when you complete the game once, you unlock the Hidden Mansion, which is basically New Game Plus. And I can't talk and do games. So yeah, we're running NCSCJ, which is the Japanese version. The reason why we're running the Japanese version, most like any other speedrun, you get, I think, 40 seconds more from the text scrolling faster, and you can do a few more tricks, a few more glitches. You can break the game in different ways on the Japanese version. And also, something that's different to the European version is this game is 12 minutes faster in Japanese. When we brought this game out in Europe, they thought, this game isn't hard enough in Japan, let's make it way harder. So on this version, you need to capture 5 less boosts. On 100%, which I'm not doing right now, you need to collect a hell of a lot more money. It's all around a more painful speedrun. There's no more horrible ghosts. If you want to speedrun this game, do not speedrun the PAL version. It's not a good starting point. I tried to start on the PAL. It made my life bad. It makes you cry an awful lot. So yeah, what I'm actually running is Japanese. That's quicker. We're playing the New Game Plus, so my Hoover sucks 1.5 times faster. Sucks awful well. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, these first few rooms are pretty, cookie cutter. Ghosts appear, capture the ghosts. But in this game, it's more about getting the ghosts to go where you need them to go, so that you can suck them all up at once. You could suck each ghost up individually, but of course, that's not good for time. So you do some certain positioning tricks to make sure the ghosts go exactly where you need them to. Okay, now coming upon my most hated ghosts in the game, the green guys. Hello. Oh, damn it. And that's why. Bip run already. It was going so well for about 20 seconds. Oh, got ya. Okay. Now I'll show you what I'm supposed to do now. There you go. The double. It's a pretty tricky double because you've got to slide the green ghost over to the other ghost. And one of the hard parts about this game is to capture a ghost, you have to flash them with your flashlight. And if you don't flash them correctly, or you flash them from too far away, they will instantly disappear. So you've got to make sure that all your ghosts are as close as you can get them to you, and then you need to quickly flash a flashlight and immediately start sucking them into your vacuum. If you don't do that, you're going to have a bad time. So I'm going to see how well I can do with the capturing on this game. Luckily enough, if you do everything perfectly, the world record at the moment is 58 minutes and 40 seconds by VMan3000. Give him a follow. I myself, my PB's 1 hour and 6, so I'm not quite VMan, but I get from A to B. If I can get this below 1 hour 10, job is a good one. So yeah, as this is the NTSC one, as this is an any percent, I don't care about money. All of these boss ghosts, well, portrait ghosts, they're going to be dropping a shed load of gems. They're going to be, well, pills. They're going to be dropping 4 pills each. No, 4 small, 4 big. 4 small, 4 medium, 1 big. Okay, and they're all worth different amounts. As I'm doing the 80%, I do not care about them. If I was doing 100%, I would need to catch them all. Okay. Now, there is one point during this run where this game can crash. And that is in about 10 seconds, but I have a safe save if that does happen. Oh, okay. Now for some reason, I don't know why, on my Wii, 30% of the time, walking through the store will crash my game. Let's see. Hooray! Okay, we're good. Life is worth living. Okay, so here's the first boss already, Chauncey. You get up to him real quick. Oh, whoops. Oh! Okay, there we go. Now there's a few neat tricks that you can do on Chauncey. I'll tell you about them as I do them. You guys want Nightmare Fuel? It's coming up in 3, 2, 1. How goddamn scary is that baby? No, excuse me. Okay, so there's a couple of tricks that you can use on this boss. The first one is storing invincibility frames. Okay. So these rocking chairs come out here. If you get hit, like so, and then you walk over here, you can store invincibility by tapping on this wall. And then when that ball comes, I didn't get the quick one. Yeah, if that ball hits you, you have to do an entire phase. It's really bad. So yeah, we start the invincibility and do that. The second trick is that you have to make sure you don't get chances below 50% HP. If you get chances below 50% HP, it will do a longer phase. You'll waste, I think, about 20 seconds. And this is the only boss in the game that is impossible to one cycle. Even if you're using a task, so you use a computer to complete the game, you can only ever get this boss down to 4 HP. It's physically impossible to kill this boss in one go. So yeah, we have to do it again. Walk over here, tap, 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 tap. Ah, didn't get it. Oh well. There we go. Boom. Boss number 1. Okay, now technically there is a way to beat this game quicker than, 58 minutes, which is, if when that spawn behind Luigi now, if when it's spawning you run behind it before it spawns, you can actually drop out of the world and then walk along an intricate nest of invisible walls and make it to the end boss in about 8 minutes 40. Now, this is the no out of bounds category, so it doesn't matter so much. But yeah, this game is technically, it's possible to complete it in 8 minutes 40. If that interests you, look it up on YouTube. It's insane. I think the world record hold at the moment is both V-Man 3000 and Jared's Giants have, I think, the same time. I think that's right. Okay. Now, I really like this part of the game. This part of the game, you don't do anything for a minute. There's just, don't need to press buttons, you can just do whatever you want. During my streams, this is usually when I take my pee breaks. Oh yeah, also, usually when you run this game, you take out the memory card. It saves, I don't know, 10 seconds, but as this is a marathon, I'm going to keep it in, and there's a very loud main stage behind me. Anyway, so yeah, I've left the memory card in, so every time I capture a boo, I just have to make sure to hammer the B button, or I'm going to have a bad time. So yeah, here's a strat, I'm not sure what it's called. If you run next to a wall and shine your flashlight just in front of you like this, there are every single ghost down the hallway that might scare you, won't scare you. The only ghosts which can scare you are the gold ones, like you saw. And every time a ghost scares you, it wastes about a second. And we don't want that, do we? So yeah, also in this run, Egad likes to talk a lot. So expect Egad to be on the phone to me every 5 minutes. He's a sucker for Luigi. And now we do the transfer to the other wall. Okay, now this room is probably one of the hard rooms because they've got my most hated ghosts in the game. I don't like the green guys, but these guys can just suck it. You've got to pull up their masks and then suck them up. But that's harder than it sounds when you're getting 2 at a time. Oh no! So yeah, earlier on I mentioned if you're not close enough to somebody when you flash them, it won't get them. That's what happens. The heart appears and then instantly they disappear. That just happened. And that's why I hate these guys. You have to be kissing their face to get the mask off. Oh, yep, that guy was too fat. And this is why this is one of my most hated rooms. Okay. And now for the lovers. Now, these guys are always RNG, they'll show you the heart whenever they damn please. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Go. And of course, every time you finish a room, you've already got to position yourself as close to the chest as possible so you can open it straight away. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in a lot of the rooms you will see me spinning around like an idiot. And what this does is, ghosts only appear when you have your back turned to them, but in a lot of rooms, ghosts will appear all around you. So what you do is, you spin around in a circle like that. Oh, I failed. So you spin around in a circle, and all of the ghosts will appear at the same time. And they won't scare you as they appear. Well, sometimes. So that's a really useful strat to make the ghosts appear all at the same time as soon as you can. And then you can use strategies to get them all in the same place. So you can suck them all up at once. And now coming up is the reason why Luigi should not have got out of bed today. Oh no! You've got to admit, Luigi must have some big cojones to stay in this mansion. What a trooper! So yep, like I was saying before, Egad loves to talk. Gotta make sure to select the second option then, or I will end up in the wrong place. Okay, now all the booze have been released upon the mansion, so now what I have to do, before completing this game, you have to collect 40 booze. So I just need to go into random rooms like this, see if the boo's there. Yep, he is. And then capture the boo. Okay, to capture the booze in this game, there is a strategy called L pumping, which I myself think is the worst name for a strategy ever, but I didn't name it. Okay, safe to save, because I like to be safe. Okay, so yeah, what happens is, when you're trying to capture a boo in this game, if you were to just suck them up normally with your hoover, they would try and escape really quickly. And this is the problem. I need to capture the boos as quickly as I can, they need to get into my hoover, I need to go to the next room. So what we do is, if you hold down the left bumper, which is to blow with your vacuum, no pun intended, and then use your right trigger as well, so you're both blowing and sucking. This is getting worse. Anyway, so you blow and you suck, and the boos just kind of float in mid-air and cackle a lot. And this lets us capture them without them moving. Now you can only do this up to about 150 HP per boo. So there's some boos later on that I might need to, you know, go into the room next door when they escape. How the metric actually works is each boo has 15 cackles. So you can hear now, every 10 health or so, the boo is cackling. When the boo has reached 15 cackles, it will immediately break free and fly straight to the next room. I can't stop this, it's impossible to control. So all the boos with less than 150 HP, you can, if you do it, oh god. Oh, get back here. You can, if you do it correctly, capture them before they leave the room, which is real helpful. Oh yeah, also on the PAL version, the European version of Luigi's Mansion, the boos have way more HP. Way more. Quite a lot of the boos at the end of the game have 300 HP, whereas in this version I think there's only 3, maybe? There's a smaller amount. Ah! Okay, and also there's lots of toads in this game. Look at him, he's so sad. Oh! I never ever speak to Toad because I don't like him. Bye, Toad! Oh man, I should have used that mirror. Ah well. Losing 5 seconds. Ah yeah. Oops. So yeah, I don't like Toad. I never speak to him. Okay, now this room always confuses the hell out of me. Now on this room, if you try and use that mirror to work out where the ghosts are, you're going to have a bad time. So instead, it's easier, whoops, it's easier just to watch their smoke trails as they appear. Makes your life better. So I was distracted for a moment then. Ah! Nightmare! Rip run! Oh whatever, just grab me. Oh, I did that room perfectly in the practice run. Ah well. Let's see if I can redeem myself on these guys. Nope, no redeeming. The end is nigh. Okay, so that was pretty bad. But I can bring it back. It's a marathon, right? I don't have to do everything correctly. Now, seriously, I think I lost 10 seconds there. Doesn't matter, let's see if we can do the next one a bit better. Okay, now coming up is one of the it's one of the harder tricks in the game. It's very time sensitive. If you don't do it in time, you lose. it can waste, I don't know, a minute plus if you don't get it correctly. I did it in my practice run, let's see if we can do it. So we go over here to the butler. Okay, and you light his torch. And now we need to run all the way to the other side of the mansion and complete an entire room before he reaches us. It's probably one of the harder tricks. Aside from boss fights, this is probably the hardest trick, I think. Oh wow. So, do-do-do. Grab that. Spawn him. Capture him. Okay. Spawn this guy. Oh god, I screwed it up. We're done. Almost, so close. So close, shit, no banana. I had bad positioning. This game involves a lot of text box mashing. Okay, so yeah, before I was aiming to capture both these ghosts at once, and it would have completed the room, and then I could have gone through. And what actually happens on this game is, if there's, say I'm picking up this hat, if I were to pick up that hat, while just as the room is cleared, as it all lights up, it actually saves time. So that's what I was trying to do. But I wasn't so successful. It kind of plays the room victory music, the room victory dance at the same time as picking up the item, so you don't have to play that animation. Oh god, get away from me, mushroom. Mushrooms are terrible. I never safety save because I like to be safe. Okay, so the next room is Melody. See if you can type into the chat which theme tune plays. There's 2 theme tunes that can play. I'm not going to tell you what the options are of what songs they can be. Just see if you guys remember. Not this music, don't jump the gun. But the one coming up. That one. I can read Japanese, oh my god. No, really, for that part you just got to remember the shapes. Wowza. I cannot tell you the last time I failed that. Honestly, I don't really have much volume, I can't hear much, so it's hard to time. Hard to time my pullbacks on my C-stick, you know, the catches. But I can deal with it. Okay, so we're nearing the next boss, Bogmart. Just got to do 2 more rooms, well, 3 more rooms before that. Now this is one guy who we don't have to capture in this one. I think he's called Mr. Lux. He's a big fat guy who eats tons. As I'm doing 80%, I don't need to care about him. Okay, so there I use the glitch. As that ghost came out of the fridge, he would have been ice element, which means that in order to hurt him, I need to spray fire on him. But what that would do is, he would have a burning animation that takes about, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds, and that wastes time. So if you spray the fire before he actually appears, it for some reason takes away all of the fire. So you can just get him straight away. Oh, it takes away all the ice, should I say. Excellent. And now I'm just before the next boss, so I am going to save. Because I'm not a fool. Okay, so there's a neat little trick you can do on this doggy. Hello. Okay, so if you let him charge you 3 times. Okay, so if you do that, and then capture this guy, the dog's instantly in the correct place. You can capture the dog immediately. There we go, perfect. Now, in every single room in this game, I'm going to try and capture many ghosts at once. The only room I don't try and do is this one, because these skeletons are horrible. However, as lucky at it, I just got 2 for 1, so hooray! And then I failed. God damn. Oh, get here. Go. Oh, thank you. There we go. That was almost a good room. Now, it was good enough. I got the double. The double's good. The double's there. Okay, now this boss is called Bogman. He is horrendous. To capture this guy in one phase is really tricky. This guy pulls away from you more than anything you would have ever seen. On this game, when you're trying to suck up ghosts, you've got to keep control. You've got to make sure they don't drag you about the place. If they drag you about, then they will escape. This guy likes to drag you like nobody's business. I'm going to try and go for 1 cycle. If not, I'll get a 2. As I don't have much sound, I can't really hear much. Wish me luck, basically. So come on, let's do it. Okay. Gimme, gimme. Okay, boss is over here. Yes! That's really hard. Thank you. That's one of the parts of the run I thought I was not going to do during this speed run. I'm happy. I can now fail for the rest of the run, and I don't care. Nah, thank you for clapping. That's nice. Yeah, not a problem. Sit there, please.
Well done, mate. I missed what you did.
Thank you.
Cool.
Honestly, I fail that more than I succeed, so it's a good time. Oh. Shame we can't hear, there's some really nice music that plays at this point.
Yeah.
We here can't hear it.
Next time, man. Next time we'll have a proper booth.
Maybe I should make the music myself. Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay, I'm a pessimist, so I'm going to save again. Okay, so that's 2 of the 4 bosses in the game complete already. Nice. So as you can see, as I complete this part of the mansion, it's now a light. How nice! Which means that ghosts will no longer jump out and scare me, so I know I don't have to do that weird thing with the lighting though. I don't need to walk against the walls. I can just walk as quickly as I can to my destination. Okay, Luigi doesn't like ladders. Okay, so for anybody who's ever played this game, you'll see that at this point, Luigi finds his brother Mario in a painting. Oh no! And that's pretty bad, right? Mario's in a painting, you need to save him. But I riddle you this, why in Mario 64 were paintings a good thing, but in this game they're a bad thing? Nintendo's giving us mixed messages, that's all I'm saying. Oh, I failed. Usually in that guy you've got to make sure he scares you after you get the letter. I didn't. That's 1 second down the pan. I don't mind, let's keep it going. So here's the second guy that you don't need to capture in the run, Mr. Atlas. He takes a short while to capture and he's just a bit annoying, so we don't care about him. I'm using HDMI, so... Okay, no, I have no sound, so I can't tell if I did that. No! I failed. Usually if you fire water through that ceiling, you will get that door before you ever see it. But due to the lack of sound, I don't know. Ooh, the sound's being turned up, thank you. Ah, the confusion made me miss it. Ah well. Ghost, where are you? I love you. I have cookies for you. Oh wow. Both spawned at once, I wasn't expecting that. Back up, strap. So yeah, it also saves time to jump onto the pad as that transition's happening. It saves you, you know, some time. So I didn't do so bad, but I recovered it. Okay, now the boo in this room, I have to make sure I get it in one go. If it escapes, I'm in a world of pain. This boo can go to many different rooms, and I will not know where he is. Oh, come on. Here he is. I think. He's in this box. Oh my god. Why RNG? Why? Phew. Now to get some ice to take with me. It's not an iPhone, it's a Game Boy Horror. Although you'll probably notice, throughout the entire game, he's always carrying that with him. In his left hand, when you're doing anything, he always has the Game Boy Horror. Even when you're sucking stuff up in the vacuum, on both hands, he's carrying it. It's pretty weird. Look at his hand, the Game Boy Horror's still there, even though he's using both hands. How does he not break his fingers? Okay, so that's actually the hardest one of the hardest portrait ghosts in the game is getting one cycle. Just like Bugmire loves to pull away. So that's quite nice. And now we have Nana. Also a bit of a trolley boss. You've got to make sure to get all the yarns before they roll too far away. Nice, that was good. Oh, boo, why? There we go. As you've probably noticed so far, the biggest RNG of the run is from these boos. They will sometimes just be butts. Whoops, I didn't actually mean to save there. Like I said earlier, I usually take the memory card out when I'm doing a run, so that menu doesn't really last very long. But as I'm doing a marathon, I prefer safety. Okay, now this room's fun, but it can also be a pain. Okay, it is possible to get a double there, but the positioning was bad on the ghost, so I went for catching them both at the same time. I'll try and get the double this time. Oh, no way! I thought I had it! I had it all set up, I didn't point the torch in the correct direction. No! I did this room so good earlier, but it was not meant to be. Okay, now this is the hardest clue in the game. Woo! Thank God. So yeah, that's the hardest clue in the game because it pulls like nobody's business. And this room is technically connected to, I think, 4 other rooms. That boo can go downstairs. He can go sideways. If you lose him, you're not going to find him. I think he can even go to a room which isn't unlocked yet. So finding him after you've lost him, bad times. Okay, time for a moonshot. Come on, get it in one go. Boom. See, Luigi doesn't really like the environment, so he just blows up a moon. What a bad man. Thank you. Yeah, getting the one-shot moonshot, that's a good time. Yeah, it's very easy. Just 1 pixel to the left, it's gone. So yeah, the event we're at the moment, Insomnia, it's a fantastic event in the UK. This is the first year we've been doing speedrunning here though, so there's not a huge area. I think hopefully through doing it this year though, we'll get a little bit more, we'll have more space next year is what I'm trying to say. You know, this year we're just proving that we belong. So everybody in chat, give us some hype. ESA at Insomnia, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so the room I just passed through, the billiards room, that's also a room which I'm not going to be doing in this one. It's really annoying because the dude in it, he can do terrible things to you RNG wise, and he just takes a while to capture. It's not really worth it. We can get our booze elsewhere. Okay, so I haven't actually mentioned it yet. On these ghosts, you purposely get caught by one and then sling him behind you, and then you can get the double. It's a really neat way to line them up. Okay. Oh no. That could have been a lot worse. Okay. It's also a nice idea to pick up items while bees are coming out of objects. You know what, now I remember, I should probably go on record. I am currently slightly hungover. I'm not doing so bad. I've had an all-day breakfast, so I'm doing okay. I had a couple of Twinkies, had a shower, so stuff's good. And now I can just play some lovely Luigi's Mansion for you, lovely viewers. Okay, that was really nice RNG there, but that Boo he can be in some bad places in that room. It's only a small room, but he has lots of hiding places in there. And I'm sorry that you guys hear nothing but Mario! That's me spamming A to get into doors quicker. Okay, so this is the twins room. These guys hold, I think it's the shoe. So I need to get 5 objects to take to this lady called Madame Claravia, who will let me proceed with the game. So I need to go and get these 5 objects from all different places around the mansion, this being one of them. Ooh, nice. That wasn't bad. Okay, so I'm actually fighting 2 ghosts at the same time here, so you... Oh, well. That blue ghost is pretty random, he pops out if he wants to. I just have to ignore him. So yeah, we get the blue guy first. Then this guy. Nice. Okay. Ah, the boo's usually in there. Boo, why? Okay, let's see, it's not over there. I'm not going to move because if I accidentally try and suck up that ball there while sucking up the boo's going to get away. So just casually capture it. Okay, so on this next room I'm going to try a strat which I got it in practice first time and I don't massively often get it. But it lets me skip all of the text boxes of Egad talking to me after getting a boo. So what you do is you grab this, slide it halfway, get the boo. No, boo wasn't there, okay. Ah, he's in the dressing table. Oh, you went back into it? Okay, okay. Yes, there we go. So yeah, grabbing that sheet at the exact same time as grabbing the boo skips all the EGAD text boxes instantly. Very useful. I think that saves a good 5 seconds. And now for the most boring part of the run. Come on guys, give me some resident sleepers for 3 minutes of text boxes. You know, while you're at it, throw in some Frankezies. See, one of the good things about mashing on this game is that you can't just mash, it isn't just the A button you can mash. Pressing the B button actually skips the menus as well, so if you look, I'm spamming them both. Good finger workout. And this music's good at first, but it does get annoying. So yeah, while I'm going through these text boxes, I should probably talk about the music on this game. This entire game, your first time through, is probably about 7 hours long, right? There's only one song in the entire game. Apart from the bosses, you have the same song everywhere. The song does change slightly when you're in a dark room or a light room, but it's the same general song. The redeeming factor is that Luigi happily hums along to the music, which is just so cool. Really nice touch considering this game came out in 2001. Okay, now this is my favourite boo in the game, purely because its name is Luigi. Haha. Oh wow. I was kind of pulling that ball or capturing that boo. That's not a good idea, but I'm good. I did it well. Okay, now we've got one more room before the next boss. But first, running. Yay! Oh, here's something I didn't tell you guys about. If you go from a light room into a dark room, there's an animation that takes 1 second where Luigi gets his flashlight out. If you have an element like ice or fire when you're going through the door and you spam, watch this, you can instantly start moving if you spam your element key. So that saves about a second where you would usually be getting your flashlight out, but instead it lets you move instantly. So that's a nice little time saver. Okay, so earlier on I mentioned there's a trick where you can spray ice on someone and get rid of the element. There you go. That guy would have spawned with the ice element, sorry, with an element on him that I needed to take away, but as I was spraying before he spawned, it gets rid of it. Okay, now these green guys are really hard to get in this room. Or should I say, it's really hard to get them both at the same time, so I just let them spawn anyway. And pick them up. Yeah, as you can see, when I'm picking up the boos, I can really easily position myself to be in front of the chest. But there I had to actually navigate around the tiger's head. This is another one of those boos where if I let it go, I'm in a world of pain. So, oh, no, please. Oh God, that's bad. Please go into the room on the right. Oh, thank God. That could have been bad. I think it's possible for him to go into a room I physically can't access yet. And for this boss, which is happening now, I need 20 boos. Without 20 boos, it basically says, go away. So yep, here's the next boss. Boo losses! I'm fairly consistent with the one cycle. Wish me luck. Okay, so this is Boo losses. It's basically fighting 15 boos at once. They all form into one big boo. And there is probably the hardest one cycle in the game. It's called, well, the second to hardest. The last boss I'm going to say is the hardest. No, the last boss is hardest, just 2 cycle. Anyway, on Boo losses you can 1 cycle. And what this does is, you make Boo losses split into 15 parts. And then you have to freeze them all before they reform. It's a lot harder than it sounds, so let's have a go. So, whoops. Okay, now if I just stand here, he'll pop himself. Are people in chat trolling me? No! So close! One of the boos at the end really didn't want to be caught. I got that in practice as well. Okay. Come on. Oh, the last boo's always the hardest boo. What? Come on, come on. Wow. Boo, please. There we go. Ah, 2 cycle. At least I got the 2 cycle. So yeah, that's probably one of the harder tricks in the game, because as boos get down to I think 3 or 4, they just run away from you in all different directions. You've got to get them all real quick. Here's the point. We were talking about the differences between the Japanese and European version of the game. And one of the big differences is during the fight I just did, Luigi in the European version is actually riding a vacuum cleaner. If that sounds ridiculous, it is. It's like you're on ice the entire time. And if you think doing it 1 cycle is hard enough when you're walking about, trying to get it when you're on a vacuum cleaner is a whole new world of pain. Oops. I didn't actually mean to save Ben. Ah well. Oh yeah, here's another thing. See the double doors I just went through? There's another weird thing which can save you a second. If you come up to double doors and you enter through the left door, it's actually 1 second faster than entering through the right door. Now you're probably thinking, what the hell, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. Basically, the animation of the right door is slower than the left door. Don't know why. Just saves you a second anyway. Sorry, I just feel like saying Mario. Okay, so usually at this part, the electricity on the entire mansion goes out. Usually in the standard game, the game wants you to keep on going and speak to Egad through a telephone. Or no, speak to Toad through a telephone, who knows where the key is. But we already know where the key is, I played this game before, so I can just keep on going back. Now usually, at this part of the game, because the entire mansion is dark, millions of ghosts appear to scare you. and it can waste tons of time. Apart from that golden ghost there, it's really easy to make none of them appear. You just have to make sure your light is facing towards where the ghosts are going to spawn from, and you won't get scared, they won't appear. It's a good time. For example, this room here, I think 6 ghosts can spawn in it, but if I walk this way and point my light to the left, none of them spawn. Same in this room. Whoops. Oh no. I was doing so well. Okay, and now this is Grimly. He has the key to the breaker room, which we need to turn on the rest of the mansion. As for how long it takes for his heart to appear, that's pretty random. Come on, Grimly. Come on. Wow, that's cages. So yeah, this guy's very much RNG. He will show his heart off whenever he wants. Okay, now at this point, it's quicker to use this than to actually walk back downstairs. Let there be light. Oh man, under the tablecloth. Oh no, I think he just went back over here again. Damn. These boos can't roll. Okay, now this boo, it is possible to capture him. Oh god. Oh, no! Damn it! And that's how you lose 10 seconds. Poison mushrooms are pretty terrible. They make sound funny though. So that boo there, I needed to get it to less than 150 HP and then I can capture him in the next room. I did, so that's good. But I lost 10 seconds in the process. Okay, in this room there's tons of dust piles, and we need to clean them up in order for his ghost to appear. Or, you can just use the vacuum through a wall, like I just did a moment ago. And that way you don't need to get all the way to it. Oh god. Okay. I'm glad I didn't get my mushroom twice. Okay, now we just need to get 4 more boos and complete a few more rooms. So now this part of the game is pretty lame because you've got to run the entire length of the mansion. OPOP's a chat emo. Go away. Hey guys, they're talking about OPOP behind me. Spam the chat. Yeah, I told them to spam you with them, so. Okay, now this is a fun room because you've got to avoid making the other toy soldiers hit you while capturing the others. Oh. Or you can just accidentally get both of them at once. Oh, thanks! This guy, who's Slabhammer? Ta, buddy! It's on the screen! Egg is all over your face. Okay, now this is probably the hardest trick in the game. Right here. Okay. You fire all 6 of them. Oh god, that's not good. Oh, I missed one! No! So close! So obviously the best thing to do there is to just get them all. Boom. I think the guy doing the Mario run in a bit said that his estimates are very generous, so yeah, that should help. Yeah. Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah, guys, we're just saying that I think we're 15 minutes behind schedule, but we've got time to make up, so it's no problem. Okay, now let's see if I can remember which chest of armor does which. Oh, I'm failing already. Oh, I suck at this. This is the room I'm worst at in the entire game. You need to get better at this room. So I apologize. Wow. I did the wrong one, way! Oh man, my hands are getting so clammy. Okay, now let's find this bit. Where's he at? Not over here. He's in a chest. He did one extra cackle, I wasn't going. Sometimes the boos don't want you to capture them and there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes you need to make him go back into that room again. If he went into any other room then, I wouldn't be able to capture him. Oh! Whew. Yep, if he goes into any other room there, you can't capture him because they're not light, so you have to scare him back into this room again, so in that sense, he's probably one of the more annoying boos. Three more boos to get. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Wow. This works a lot better in my head. This works way better in my head. Oh, why? Why, God, why? Bit fun. Well, what? That never happens. That's why you leave the room early, so he goes back. He's never not gone back into that room. I'm just going to waste a bit of time and get him now. Otherwise my life will be worse. I think I lost quite a lot of time because of that. Whoopsie. So everybody in chat, did you manage to capture the Luigi's Mansion freeway race by V-Man, Boohead and Fire Dragon the other day? The other week? Man, that was such a good run. I recommend it. Firefly alone makes it a good watch. He does some things that are pretty hilarious. Really good watch though. V-Man 3000, he's the world record holder at the moment for this game. 58 minutes and 40 seconds, I think. Probably. Then Fire Dragon isn't close behind. Boohead isn't close behind either. They're all three stellar runners of this game. And also shout out to Jared's Giants, who helped me a lot getting into this game. It's a cool dude. I think he's currently third on the leaderboards in the world. With he's also got an under 1 hour run. Ooh, that ice kill above me. It's going to cost me a bad day. Wow. Damn. Okay, and now to capture the last boom again. Well, the last boom again that we care about, what's the point? However, it is decidedly hard because of the ice. One cycle is pretty hard because of the ice. Look at Luigi just casually sliding away. Okay, I don't really care where the speed goes now, he can just go wherever. Whoops. This run was going good for about 45 minutes. Ah, we're fine. Okay, so that's level boost captured. Now all I need to do is just go to one guy, see a man about a dog, or ghosts in this matter, and then it's the final boss. So this is the last time we have to walk the length of the mansion. You kind of get used to it after a while. Corridors, they're not very fun. If anybody's interested in winning Luigi's Mansion, then just go to speedrun.com, look at the Luigi's Mansion section, and you know what? Drop into any of the streams of any of the people streaming Luigi's. The community is really friendly, everybody's more than happy to help. Just go into anybody's chat, ask a question, say, why does this happen? And they'll tell you straight away. Everybody's really welcoming to speak with speedrun this game. I've not been speedrunning it for massively long at all. I've probably done less than 30 runs of it, really? Maybe? Possibly more. I don't know. Oh wow, it's like that. So this one can be hard, you just get to get all three at once. What? I thought I got that. No. Dodge that guy. Oh, this is usually my favourite room. It's really fun to capture all three ghosts at once. I like it. Okay, now these guys again. Nice lit. You know, if you let any of these guys get away, your life's going to be a world of pain. Well, I got two. That should be a lot worse. And finally finishing up with the easiest ghosts. Why be easy? Well, I was going to say, because you can use fire on them, but... oh, man. So yeah, welcome to Let's Play Luigi's Mansion. I'm Slabhammer, this is my first time playing the game. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. This is the 12th hour of the game. I'm hoping to complete it before the end of the year. I've heard it's quite, you know, an epic game. You can sink at least 200 hours into it. So, am I seeing some salt? Is there salt everywhere in the chat right now? Go on, pour your salt all over me, chat. I can feel some keepos. Okay, so now that's all said and done, on to the last boss. Now the boss that's coming up, he's King Bowser and King Boo. So it's kind of like, I like to call him King Boozer. And he can be two-cycled. He can't be one-cycled, you can't kill him in one, but you can kill him in two. I'm going to go for two-cycle. I get it with patch of success, but you know what, this is the end of the run, let's try and go out of the bank. Oh no, Mario! I can feel it. This ain't breaking no PB. Still, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the tricks. It's a very fun game to run. I'd recommend this one to anybody. It's a really nice one to just kick back and relax. You know, have a nice fun speed run. Not too many tricks. Just some nice things you can do to increase your time a little bit. You know what, this game's really fun to race. There's a lot of people on Speedruns Live. They'll happily race this game. You know, there's actually a guy back. He likes to run this game he calls it maximum percent, which is where he picks up every piece of gold and money in the game. I think he's insane. Okay, so let's try the 2-cycle. I'm not fantastic at it, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a go. Whoops. Yeah, I've not got the 2-cycle. I let him go for a moment there. So I'm just going to go for the 3-cycle instead. Okay, so if you move nice and far away from him, he usually throws these spiky balls pretty quickly. Okay, now on this boss, you've got to make sure not to get King Boo below 200 HP if you want to make the 3rd cycle shorter. So if you fail the 2-cycle, then leave them with 200 HP. And it doesn't take long. That was sketchy. Bowser, Boo, do not go over. Oh god. I tried the 2-cycle, I failed. I tried the 3-cycle and failed. Can I get a small round of applause for failing the easy strat? Oh god. And then for looking away from the screen. Yes. So guys, I'm here all week for your vilification. God damn. Oh well, rip in peace, the run is dead. But hey, the run's about to be over, so whatever. Okay. Thank you. It got a bit weird towards the end, but I hope you enjoyed it. That was Luigi's Mansion, NTSCJ, so many titles. Hidden Mansion, that's the one. So yeah, that was Luigi's Mansion. Enjoy the rest of the speedruns.